Hello and welcome to this slightly strange version of Heather and Hops. This is just a small announcement and a bit of a thank you message. Now this is the second time I recorded this, so it might not be as clear, concise or sounding as heartfelt. The camera decided to film me in slow motion, which is highly funny, but no audio and exceedingly painful to watch. So here we go again. If you're new here, this is not how the video cast generally goes. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining on my journey so far. So I'm here today because Alex told me, no, he did recommend that I shared a post on this and document this little step in my journey, which initially made me a bit uncomfortable, but actually it's really cool to look back on all these little moments and see how far I've come, which is quite cool. So I have documented everything from my very first knitting project all the way through to now, almost nearly, not close to, but not far off, 2 years. So I'm here because I have released my first knitting pattern completely independently on my own. Not entirely on my own, because I did have amazing support from not just kind people saying that they loved these and wanted the pattern, but from my lovely tech editor and my wonderful test knitters, which made this journey a lot more enjoyable and didn't make me quite feel like I was so alone. But yeah, so this sort of came from two different parts of my brain. So I have, back in the day, I was heavily influenced by the 40s and 50s. I spent between 5 and 6 years of my life dressed as if I was from the 1940s or 50s, and not entirely accurate, but definitely very, very heavily influenced. If I remember, I will insert some pictures, maybe. And I did enjoy wearing frilly socks, or bobby socks, are they called? I don't know. But frilly socks with my bowling type shoes or Converse type shoes to give an edge without being too overtly dressed. So there's that. And then more recently over the years I've been more aware of recycling, reusing, being a little bit more conscious. And as a knitter that loves to use mohair, I couldn't not use up these little bits. So this pattern came to light kind of mashing these two concepts together. Yeah. In terms of the pattern, I have done my absolute best to make it very inclusive in terms of size. So it goes from baby, 6 months, all the way up to, I believe, from memory, it's a US 16 men's. I can't, but it's quite a vast range. So even if you're looking for a vanilla sock pattern that is very size inclusive, you can adjust this one as and how you see fit. It includes an afterthought heel, but also notes down that you can do a fish lips kiss heel, which is one of my favourite heels, so I have popped that in the pattern. It's a paid for pattern. It's £1 or $1, and it includes about 14 pages of information. The heel pattern itself is very short and so easy to remember, so I can't recommend it enough. I love doing it garter, not because I don't like purling, because I do like purling, but just because it's a nice squishy heel. So yeah. And I can't wait to knit more of these. I keep looking at these. I mean, these I'm never going to wear. Like, let's face it, I could wear them like on my ears as ear warmers or something, but not on my feet. So I can't wait to knit a neutral pair, a slightly more speckled pair, as in like a neutral-ish pale background with a pop of colour through speckling and on here. I would quite like to do some colour blocked ones, so the ribbing, the toes and the heels in different colours. Yeah, and I think even I would like to do a pair with red, maybe red as the frill, maybe red all over, because when I do dress up, generally I end up wearing black with red lipstick. That just, there's a big van outside, it's fine, just what I do, so I feel like that would be a sensible pair to have so that I can wear my frilly socks with my heels or my docks, which I tend to wear when I go out. So yeah, and then finally, as a thank you, I have offered a 20% discount on Ravelry for them until the 25th of May GMT, and also if like myself, given that all the event work that I had is entirely cancelled until at least September, probably 2021, and my other work has fallen through slightly, if you're like me and you need a helping hand, I've offered a discount as well that will be indefinite on the Ravelry page too, just for slightly more off, hopefully to make it more accessible so that there can be more frills in the world. I can't wait to see more matchy, as in matching mama and baby sets, maybe just sisters or siblings, brother and sister, who knows. Best friends, I love the idea of the classic feet photos with your little frilly socks. Anyway, hi best, go and stop waffling. Thank you so much for being part of my journey. Oh, I might also put on Instagram some colours that I might knit and hopefully do a poll so that I can actually cast them on rather than sit there with 6 different combinations and be going, oh, I want to knit them all. And then lastly, I might do a knit along for these. I have a few little gifts that I've collected that I wouldn't mind sending out into the world, and a knit along is quite a fun way to do so. So if you're interested, please let me know. That would be lovely. Anyway, I hope you are having a wonderful week no matter where you are, and I hope to speak to you again soon.